And welcome into a For What It's Worth segment that I like to call a quick take. I'm your host, Calvin Silvers, and it's just going to be me on this episode. But I kind of wanted to talk about some takeaways that I had from the NBA over the weekend. And I think we need to start on the topic of the Oklahoma City Thunder and how they are a legitimate threat in the West. You can just see the youth and the style of play that they have. They are the youngest team in the league. I think they average about 23 years old, which is crazy, and they have the best record in the West. But as I mentioned, just their style of play shows the youth that they have. They're quick on both sides of the ball, one thing, especially on defense. They're able to use their athleticism to just get around or to get able to pickpocket you, get the ball out. They forced 21 turnovers against the Suns on Sunday night. It was just insane. They're just so quick and like I said, on both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively, and the rotations. It's just someone fresh every single rotation. You just love to see that there. However, though, that youth could be a problem later on, especially when it comes playoff times. Everyone knows that the playoffs are a different animal. I mean, look at the Boston Celtics, who we're about to get to here in a second, but always killing it in the regular season, and then come, playoffs, doesn't quite go their way. It's just a different animal. It's a different beast. It's series, same team, could go up to 7 games. It's like back-to-back nights. It's just a lot. So that youth could come back and bite them later on in the playoffs. I do expect them to maybe make a little run, get out of the first round, definitely. But to make it to the finals, I just don't know if they're quite there yet. Just rebounding in general, they're 29th in the league when it comes to rebounding. You experience foul trouble in some of these playoff games, and then who do you turn to? You're going to be screwed down low. You have Denver, Phoenix, Lakers. They're top 10 in size that you could face. Top 10 in size in the league that you could face in the playoffs. Clippers, they're tied for 11th. So you're going to face elite teams, not only elite teams, but bigger size teams than maybe what you're ready for, which is another thing. So they're going to have to game plan that. But like I said, injuries or just foul trouble, that becomes a different animal. We do have to say, though, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's the real deal, man. He is the real deal. Him and Luka right now are top 3 in the league, in my eyes. You could argue one of them's 1, one of them's 2, vice versa. One's 1, one's 3, whatever you want. But they're both top 3, both leading the league in points. And right now, I think I got to lean more towards Shai being better than Luka, and just what Shai has, and the fact that they're all really young. They all don't really have this experience where Luka's not quite dealing with that. And so I just got to kind of lead more towards Shai right now and just what he's doing for not only for OKC, but for himself, for his career, just on both sides of the ball. He's a very special player. As I mentioned, we were going to get to the Boston Celtics. Once again, they're causing some noise. Now 48-12 through 60 games. And that's the same as the 07-08 championship team. What a great team that was. The Celtics beat Golden State 140-88 over the weekend. They're on an 11-game winning streak, and some of these numbers are insane. Their margin of victory, one game, 40 points. Another game, 50 points. One was 28. Had another that was 52. And there's other insane numbers I'm not including, like 18 points, 15 points. So they've just been on a roll, absolutely dominating. Tatum, Brown, that duo is unmatched, especially Brown's ability on defense. It's insane. He can guard the best of the best, and he locks them down. Held Steph Curry to a really bad shooting night. And not only that, but both Tatum and Brown on the offensive side. Whew. I mean, they had 47 combined points against Golden State over the weekend. And get this, that was just the first half. And then you add pieces, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, these guys, especially Porzingis. I've always liked Porzingis' game. I know he was out dealing with an injury in this past weekend. But I believe he's going to show up in playoffs and he's going to be a huge help. The way he can space the floor, the way he can shoot. I've always liked his game. I've always liked his ability as a shooter. Drew Holiday, his playmaking ability, his ball handling, his shooting. The team's just dynamic. But as mentioned, when it comes playoff time, the Celtics just can't seem to get it done. So this is a big year. 26-year-old Tatum. Let's get it done, man. They've been on the verge. They have the past 6-7 years. This team has been there. This team has always been talking about that they're good enough to win it. That they've had the best record, in the NBA. Now's your time. And then number 3, LeBron James. First player in NBA history to score 40,000 points. I never saw Jordan play, all right? I'm showing my age right now. I never witnessed a game with my own eyes, a live game of Jordan's. I've only seen highlights. I've been able to witness LeBron play his entire career. He's my GOAT. He's my GOAT. 40,000 points in today's league. I used to hate the argument that Jordan played with plumbers, and he didn't. He didn't play with plumbers, but the talent that James is facing today, let's be real, it's miles ahead of what Jordan was facing. It just is. But besides that, he's 39 years old. 39 years old. And he led the charge in a 23 point comeback a few nights ago against the Clippers. At 39 years old. And here's the other thing. The Lakers need him. He's not just giving you some chump change, 5 points a night, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, end of his career, being a mentor for the team, being the veteran on the, no. The Lakers physically need him to go far, not to go far as an organization, to get to the finals. Without him, they're nothing right now. And he's 39 years old. Others that, that played over 20 seasons recently, and, recently Vince Carter at the end of his career, 7.4 points average, 2.6 rebounds, 1 assist. Dirk Nowitzki, 7.3 points, 3.1 rebounds. He didn't average an assist. And then Kevin Garnett, 3.2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for those guys at the end, 20 plus careers. LeBron, 25 this year, 25, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. 25 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Crazy. And you need him on the court as much as possible. The amount of minutes he logs still in the 30s at 39 years old. And he's still got a couple more years left in him. Do I think he wins another ring? No. But the career he's had and what he's accomplished and streaks he's been on and records he's broken, and he stands alone in the most points scored, he's my GOAT. He's my GOAT. Well, that was this quick take, just a segment that I'll do every once in a while. Don't be sad, though. I will have some guest on this week for a couple episodes, so we'll be back to, a 4-person panel. I know you guys like that and like other opinions, but if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, send this to your friends, your family, mom, dog, cat, whatever. Go ahead, subscribe, do everything. It really helps us. And go ahead, leave in the comment what you took away from the NBA this weekend, and if you agree or disagree with anything that I said in this episode. If you're listening on Spotify, give a thumbs up, rate us 5 stars, and go ahead and share it around. Send that to a sports fan. This was a quick one, a quick episode, easy listen, to work or from work. And I would greatly appreciate that. As mentioned, that is this episode, and I'll see you guys later.